Welcome to Mission Scotland, and thank you for checking out this video. Now, some of you may be wondering, why Scotland? Why is Dave going to Scotland? And to help answer that question, I had the opportunity to stop in and speak with Tim Bentley, the youth pastor at Calvary Austin. Now, you can check them out online at calvaryaustin.com. But Tim has led 2 youth mission trips to Scotland. So I took the opportunity to sit down with him at Starbucks and get his thoughts on why Scotland needs missions and specifically creation teaching. Check this out.
My favorite part about Scotland is definitely all the history there, particularly the religious history. I love going in the old cathedrals and talking about or listening to the pastors there talk about the spark of the Reformation back in the more mid 1500s or so. It's when it made its way there, and talking about John Knox, and I believe it's the Presbyterians. Yeah, I just love hearing about all that, and of course exploring the castles as well. It's definitely my favorite thing. Yeah, the spiritual climate is definitely not what people would think it would be. Everybody assumes it's a first world country, so everybody's gonna be Christians. It's got a lot of historical Christian things going. It's the exact opposite of all that. Scotland is very unreligious. If there are churches there, they're incredibly small if they're Bible teaching, or if they're just more traditional. That's all they are, is a traditional thing. There's not a lot of churches. Most churches are museums at this point. Most churches are government property that you can go and walk around and pay £1 to go in and look at the cemetery, and that's pretty much about it. And so it's not what people think it is at all, and it's very spiritually dead there. Everybody is agnostic, atheist, secular, really. When I was presenting the gospel on our final night there with the youth, we had about 30 youth from the neighborhood out, and the pastor always told us that nobody there's Christian, and that it's not cool to be a Christian, and so I thought I'd ask for myself. So I'm up in front of all the kids, and I take it upon myself to say, hey, how many of you are a Christian? Just blink your eyes. And almost nobody blinked their eyes but the pastor's kid. And now raise your hand or blink your eyes if you would be embarrassed to be a Christian. And I'd say 3/4, if not more than that, blink their eyes or raise their hands that they'd be very embarrassed to be a Christian in that culture and in that society. Yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, all the people there, all the kids there are all secular. And so it's all, God's disproved, the Bible's disproved, this is wrong, evolution, this or that, what they teach you in school. And so understanding that they haven't been told the full story, or that they haven't been presented all the evidence, would be a huge case for the gospel. Understanding that our religion is not built off of feelings, but built off of facts and evidence, would be a huge platform to say, this is possible, this in fact is probably what happened. And here's the bigger consequence of that, and that's the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope it gave you some insight into why I would go to Scotland. Now, the truth is, when most people think of mission trips, they think of building wells in Africa or feeding people in South America. The problem is that when we walk off into eternity, it doesn't matter how much food we've got or how much money we have. It doesn't matter whether we're from the first world country or a third world country. If we have not accepted the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross, we will go to hell. And Scotland is in desperate need of the gospel. They are in desperate need of people to come over there and change hearts, change their culture, and ultimately change their eternal destination. And that's why I ask that you partner with me. You can do that by clicking the follow button on the Give, Send, Go site up in the top right corner. That makes sure that you get all the updates as I prepare to go to Scotland and as I'm in Scotland. And then also that you would boldly share this with everyone you know, because the more people that see this, the faster we will reach our goals. Well, thanks so much for watching. That's all I have for this time. I want to thank you so much for your support. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.